Hey guys, what's up? I hope your day is going swimmingly. Today, we're gonna talk about some English idioms that you can actually use on your next English conversation. So, stay tuned until the end if you don't want to miss any of these idioms. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, now is your chance to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Our first idiom is called dressed to kill. Yes, dressed to kill. And it means you dress up to attract someone's attention. Yes, I know a lot of people do that. I see some celebrities do that. Models do that too. They dress up so they can attract someone's attention. If you're at a party and then you saw someone who dresses up really well, you can say to that person, "Oh, you dress to kill." That person dressed up just to attract someone's attention. You can also talk about some celebrities or models. Let's say Bella Hadid, she's always dressed to kill. Like, she always dress up so that she can attract someone's attention. Dressed to kill is useful English idiom. Now, if you're talking about someone who is surviving a longer period with just very tight sources, very tight budget, meager means, you can say that that person is on a shoestring budget. On a shoestring budget is another English idiom, and you use it to talk about someone who is just surviving with just a very tight budget. And a lot of people these days are facing this kind of challenge. So a lot of people are on a shoestring budget. You can say that. Now, if you are talking about someone who spoils all the fun, like you're at a party and there's a person who spoils the fun, actually we also call it killjoy. Like, everyone's having fun and suddenly that person enters and then that person spoils the fun. We call that wet blanket. Alright, so that person is a wet blanket if that person spoils the fun at your party. Let's say you're having you're celebrating a birthday party, and then suddenly your baby sister came in and started to cry and cry and cry. So your baby sister is a wet blanket. Like, she spoils the fun at your party. Or if you are in a gathering and you're having fun, you're having a fun conversation, and suddenly there's a person who cracked a sensitive topic, that person is a wet blanket. So you can use that to talk about a person who spoils all the fun. We call that, again, a wet blanket. If you're in a conversation where you're talking about someone who is not nervous, very calm, that person can be called cool as a cucumber. Yes, cool as a cucumber is an English idiom, and that means a person who is not nervous, very calm. You can even describe yourself as cool as a cucumber if you think that you're not a nervous kind of person, you're very calm in that situation. If you're talking about someone who worries about something that he or she cannot change, that person cries over spilled milk. Yeah, cry over spilled milk is another English idiom, and that means you're worried about something that you cannot change. It's that situation and you cannot change that situation, and then you keep yourself worried about it. Then you cry over spilled milk. let's say I failed at my math exam and I asked my teacher what I can do, but I don't have a chance to take the exam again. Now I'm crying over spilled milk. I cannot change that situation and I am worried about it. Then you can say, I'm crying over spilled milk. That's a very useful English idiom. So our next English idiom is called in a nutshell. Yes, this is also very useful if you're talking about an explanation that you say in a short, simple way. Like you're explaining a lot of things and then you give a summary of that story. You can say in a nutshell. Let's say you're in a conversation with someone in English and then you're talking about your vacation like that, and it's a long story, it's a long exciting story, and then you can include this idiom. You can say, in a nutshell, our vacation was a lot of fun. It's actually like the same with in summary, sort of that. So you're explaining things in a very short way. It's also the same with to cut the story short. It's also the same with that. So in a nutshell is another useful English idiom. Now, if you are in an English conversation and you're talking about a leader, a person in charge, a CEO, a boss, then those people are called head honcho. Head honcho. So head honcho is an English idiom and it means a person in charge, a leader, or someone who leads that team, that company, that place. We call that person a head honcho. Like, you know, CEOs in companies, bosses, who else? Even at home, if you have a person in charge. Let's say my mom is the head honcho in our family. She's the one who leads us when it comes to doing the household chores. So she's the head honcho. Another one, let's say Jeff Bezos is the head honcho of Amazon. Mark Zuckerberg is the head honcho of Facebook. So if you're talking about a leader, a boss, a person in charge, you can use an English idiom called head honcho. Our next English idiom is something relatable, and I also do this sometimes. We call it head in the clouds. Head in the clouds. It means you're lost in thought, you're daydreaming about something, about someone. Your head is in the clouds. Head in the clouds is a useful English idiom when you are describing someone who cannot focus, who's daydreaming. You know, like you're explaining something to that person and then that person was just like daydreaming. So that person was like head in the clouds. You can say that. Let's have some more example. Let's say instead of working, my friend Jane, her head is always in the clouds, and we don't know why. She's not always focused about everything. So maybe she's daydreaming. Alright, so far so good. Let's now proceed to our next English idiom, and that is called bug someone. And bug someone can be used as a verb, and it means to irritate someone, to annoy someone, to bug someone. Yes. So if you like annoying another person, then you bug that person. Let's say I always bug my younger brother because he's younger than I am. So I always bug him. I always annoy him. My husband sometimes bugs me. So sometimes he annoys me about some random things. So if you're talking about a person who likes irritating someone or who likes some annoying someone, then that person loves to bug someone. So if we have to bug someone, there's another English idiom called pull someone's leg. Pull your leg, pull her leg, pull my leg, pull someone's leg. It means to tease someone, like you're teasing someone. You pull someone's leg. Let's say my uncle always pulls my leg with his old jokes. Yes, right, it's true. What else? Let's have some more example. Sometimes I like pulling my husband's leg. I like teasing him, and he suddenly gets angry. So, pull someone's leg means to tease someone, and that's a useful English idiom. Alright, we're now going to move on to our next English idiom, and that is called to lend an ear. And it's very easy. It means to listen to someone. To listen to someone, to pay attention to someone. You lend your ear to that person. When your friend has a problem, you can tell your friend, I'm just here. I'm lending you my ear. Can say that. Wow, it means I'm listening to you. It's actually the same with I'm all ears. Like I'm listening to you intentionally. Or if your teacher is explaining something, you have to lend your ears. You have to listen to your teacher, right? So lend an ear is another useful English idiom. Alright, so if you're in a conversation and you agree with each other, like you meet each other's point, you agree with each other, then you can use an English idiom, see eye to eye. See eye to eye. It's an English idiom and it means to agree with each other. You can use it as a verb in a statement. Let's say, for example, two of my friends never see eye to eye about anything. So they never agree about anything. They never see eye to eye. So you can use that. Let's say another one. Sometimes this happens in my class. Me and my students see eye to eye about something. Let's say about class time. So we agree about the class time. We see eye to eye. See eye to eye means to agree with each other. Alright, so far so good, and we got lots of English idioms that you can use in your English conversation. Next is called in hot water. I've actually told you about this from my previous lesson at the Bosphorus. You can watch that video. In hot water means in serious trouble. So let's say I actually broke my grandma's vase and I'm in hot water, means I'm in serious trouble. Or my friend is a teacher. She's teaching kids, and one kid punched his classmate. So that kid is in hot water. He is in serious trouble. So in hot water is used when you talk about someone who is in serious trouble. Alright, another one is make your mouth water. I also talked about this, but this is a good review. Make someone's mouth water. It means someone desires to eat that thing, or desire or crave for that thing. It happens when you see a photo of food and it makes your mouth water, like you want to eat that food. So make someone's mouth water. And this is very common, like when you see some fast food ads, hamburger, fries, and it makes your mouth water, or pizza ads, right? It makes your mouth water. It means you crave for it. You want to eat it. You desire to eat it. You're attracted well, because of the picture of the video of that food. So it makes your mouth water. That's something to remember. And our last English idiom is called tongue in cheek. Tongue in cheek. And it means not serious. It's just a joke. It's a tongue in cheek. So it's like another way of saying not serious or just a joke. You can say tongue in cheek. Let's say Uncle Sam is always poking fun at someone, and they know that it's just tongue in cheek, so they're not bothered at all. Or let's say I always talk to my friend, and whatever joke she throws at me, it's just tongue in cheek because I know her better. So tongue in cheek means not serious, just a joke, or that person tells you something that you think is a joke and not meant to offend anyone, then that thing is tongue in cheek. That's a useful English idiom. Well, there you have it. A lot of English idioms, right? You can use this in your next English conversation. Pick some idioms, practice them in spoken English. When you have chance to speak to someone in English, pick some of these idioms and then use them in your English conversation. You can also comment down below and practice these idioms on the comment section. Let's talk about them. I would love to see your comments right there. And I hope this video is helpful for you. So please hit thumbs up. Share this video with your friends who want to learn English. And please subscribe to my channel so you can learn when and how to use your English. Let's catch up soon.